Looking perfect is something we all struggle with from time to time. We know that nobody's perfect. We know that a lot of those magazine covers are photoshopped into oblivion. We know that celebs wear Spanx and all sorts of shapewear, and have a whole team of people dedicated to making them look their best on red carpets to look the way they do, and yet we strive to look like them in our day-to-day life. We watch what we eat and get ourselves gym memberships, we try to move around more, we spend money on creams, lotions, masks, copious amounts of makeup. When you pause and think about it a little bit, it really starts to freak you out, doesn't it? This strange and unachievable goal to look like someone else, this consistent striving for perfection. Well, all this is nothing compared to what Pixie Fox and Justin Jedlica are willing to go through to achieve their ultimate goal. Pixie and Justin have been nicknamed as the real-life Barbie and Ken. The reason for this is their obsession with plastic surgery. Their involvement with plastic surgery goes far beyond just the wish to look slightly better or fix some flaws. They are all in. They don't really care if it looks natural or not. They are no longer concerned about looking fake and what people might think or say. They have a goal and they see no obstacles. They want to look a certain way, and strangely enough it has nothing to do with wanting to look like Ken and Barbie. Let's start with Pixie Fox, shall we? Pixie might look a bit like Barbie, but that was never her intention. What she really wants to be is a real-life cartoon character, a fantasy fairy of sorts. She was always a very athletic girl, but since early childhood has become fascinated with exaggerated curvy depictions of women in fantasy cartoons. The first thing she can remember wanting to change was her nose. She was obsessed with having a tiny little nose. At first she tried to hide her plastic surgeries, only changing her appearance a little at a time and telling her friends and family she was going on vacation, when really she was getting plastic surgeries and using the time to heal. However, Pixie was never happy with the result. These were small changes, and what she really wanted was dramatic changes. She wanted to look like a cartoon character, and as we can see, she pretty much succeeded at that. At this point in her life, Pixie has spent $148,000 on her plastic surgeries. She's had a brow lift, a spiderweb facelift, 2 eyelid upper surgeries, an eyelash transplant. Her eye color was changed with colored sea green implants. She's had 3 nose jobs, cheek fillers and lip fillers to enhance the shape of her face and lips. Pixie also has permanent makeup tattooed onto her face. Her brows, eyeliner and lips always look the same. She's had her teeth whitened too. Now, if that wasn't extreme enough, Pixie also had 4 breast augmentations, a Brazilian butt lift, liposuction around her stomach and thighs, and she lasered of her body hair 6 times. But the most shocking procedure she's done so far is her ribcage modification. In order to reach the over-exaggerated proportions, she has had removed 6 of her ribs. Now that's dedication, am I right? It's time to talk about Justin Jedlica now. He was 17 when he first decided to fix his nose, but because his family didn't approve of his decision to go under the knife, he had to wait until he was 18, the legal age of consent, to get this procedure done. However, his fascination with conventional beauty started way before that. From early childhood, Justin was interested in art, and the depiction of beauty in it. I developed a great interest in different cultures and became enamored with archetypal beauty, the Egyptians, especially King Tut and Queen Nefertiti, and Greek, Roman and Renaissance art, specifically Adonis and Michelangelo's David. Says Justin on his website. However, it wasn't just looks he was interested in. He was also fascinated by luxurious lives those more privileged and famous lead. Additionally, the lives of famous figures like Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, Andy Warhol, and Donald Trump fascinated me. These interests were instrumental to the formation of my personal view of beauty, the lifestyle I wanted and the notoriety I sought. Thus, the Justin Jedlica rendition of the Ken doll was born. Justin eloquently points out, his transformation started with his nose and still continues to this day. It's unclear whether this process of constantly bettering, improving and customizing himself will ever end. It's unlikely that it will, after all there's no limit to perfection. Currently Justin has spent $360,000 on his plastic surgeries. He's had shoulder surgeries, chest implants, 3 bicep surgeries, cheek implants, butt implants and 5 nose surgeries so far, and he's still not entirely happy with how he looks, so he'll continue to improve himself. As you can probably imagine, this sort of lifestyle Pixee and Justin lead takes a lot of effort and dedication. Their love life has suffered because of their obsession with plastic surgeries. Pixee has broken up with her boyfriend and decided to live the single life for a while, and Justin is finalizing his divorce with his husband and plans to do the same thing. They both agree that it's difficult to find someone who's truly interested in them. It's easy to attract attention, but finding someone who understands their lifestyle and wants to really be with them is a challenge. So even though they're not romantically attached, both Pixee and Justin are happy that they've found each other. They both have similar views on life and understand what it takes to lead this lifestyle. They've since vowed to live the life of real Barbie and Ken. Yeah.